Hi everyone, and thanks for being with me. This is my final post before Australia Day. Doesn't mean it'll be my last post. You can get most excited about that. Some people were just falling off their seats when thinking, "Oh my God, that dickhead's just doing his last post." But no, I'm not. This is my final post before Australia Day. May do one on Australia Day because I'm not necessarily doing anything terribly important, but I'm sure you might be. And what I wanted to talk about today was really what I've already done one on what does Australia Day mean to us, but I want people to start to think about two things. Number one, what is it that you do on Australia Day that makes it a special day? What's important to you about Australia Day? And I was thinking about if you come from another country, if you're someone who is, I don't know, Chinese, Vietnamese, Italian, Greek, whatever, or if your heritage is from another country, then as is the case with most of us, all of us that are non-Indigenous, we come from somewhere else. Does that mean that we need to celebrate and think a little bit more about where we came from and what does it mean to live in a country like Australia? It is a special country. We are a great country. There's no disputing that. I refuse to say that we're the greatest country on this planet because I have not been to other countries. Well, I've been to a few, but I haven't been to all of them, so I don't know. And what does make a great country anyway? But we have a lot to offer. And certainly if you're someone who's come from somewhere else or your family has come from somewhere else, there could be a great appreciation for what this country has offered you. And I think we need to note what that might be. And it could be, if you come from a war-torn country, it could be that sense of freedom, the fact that there's less fear, there's bombs exploding around you or whatever the case might be. You don't fear for your life or your family's life anymore. So to me, that is something worth celebrating. And I hope there's lots of people out there who see themselves as Australians who celebrate just those things. There are another group of people, I guess, those of us particularly who were born here, to think about also not just our history and where we came from, but also what this country has been able to offer us that has been of value. And then I think there's another group of people, the people in our society who simply struggle from day to day. They struggle to find a home. They struggle to find enough food to put on the table for their family. They struggle to find employment. They struggle with mental well-being issues and domestic violence and child removals and a whole host of stuff. So there's a group of people who may find it difficult to look at what Australia has offered to them because their world is perhaps not what it could be. And there's a third group of people, and to me they're the most important group of people of them all, and that is those who are First Nations people, who when they look back at their history, they can look back some 60,000 years at the people that have looked after and cared for this land all that time. And then those people, First Nations people, may find themselves thinking, well, given this was our land, what has this necessarily meant to us? And being robbed of your land, what does that mean to you? And what is it has this society that we've now created that what does this offer you specifically, given that this was your land? And I think these are important questions that we must consider that First Nations people may be asking. So there's these categories, like where you come from, because most of us came from somewhere else or our families did. There are those people that are in poverty and have mental well-being issues and other things that may think to themselves that this isn't a great country. It hasn't served me all that well because of all the issues that I face in my life. And then there's the Indigenous people, and I wonder how they think about today. And how about on Friday rather, and how do we equate all of that? And I think there needs to be a division between those first two categories and what that means for Australians to be Australian, given that our families came from somewhere else, and Indigenous people. And because of that, there needs to be a divide between what Australia Day is on one hand and what it may mean for Indigenous people who may see it as an invasion by outsiders that took away their land. And so maybe there needs to be 2 days. And what I'm positing is the solution to this problem so that people can celebrate another day. It doesn't have to be the 26th of January. It could be another day that would celebrate Australia. And I think one of the best days for that would be January the 1st, 1901, when we declared federation here in Australia. Would probably be a good day for that, or another day that at least celebrates that and tells us what that means for Australians to have been federated and to all come together as one country. So there are quite a few options, I think, and I think we need to be broad-minded and open-minded enough to be able to accept alternatives that fit with everyone. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell. And also, I'd like to think that for some of you, if you could, if you want to email me, you can email me at the email address below, and I'll get back to you if you've got some positive comments to say. And I'm only interested in alternative solutions. So if you've got an idea and you don't believe that I've mentioned it or I've been incorrect, as I was recently when I talked about boomerangs, apparently someone said that, you know, other equipment such as boomerangs has been developed by other Indigenous people. And I accept that. I was wrong, perhaps. So let me know what you think in the comment section below, and also please remember to subscribe to my channel and ring the bell for further notifications. Thanks everybody for being with me. Take care, look after yourselves, and more importantly, be safe.